In July 2015, a survey of 165,000 high school students showed that less than half, 44.8%, felt confident and ready for college and careers. That leaves 55.2%, or 91,080 students, that were not confident and ready for college and careers. We need to put home ec back into the curriculum at schools. We need to make sure it's a higher priority. We need to put the emphasis back on teaching the students life skills. If they're not learning them at home, and in most cases they're not, they need to be taught in schools. And they can be taught that in home ec. Home ec is no longer home ec, though. In the 1880s, it started as domestic economy. It started as a class to teach women how to be housewives, to take care of their home, to sew, to cook, to budget, to run a household. Then it became home economics. And finally, in 1994, moving along with the times, it became family and consumer science, or FCS. I'll be saying FCS. FCS teaches practical skills like nutrition, menu planning, healthy food choices, recipes, safety, kitchen safety, first aid, fire safety, CPR, sanitation, which is very important. It teaches life skills like budgeting, interviewing, balancing a checkbook, fiscal responsibility. It teaches community, how to live in a community. For students going on to college and living in a dorm, it'll teach them how to share responsibilities, cooking, cleaning, organizing, shopping. It teaches parenting, basic child care needs, nutrition, infant care, car safety, home safety. It teaches these things that a lot of kids don't get at home. So why has there been a drop in the number of kids, students taking home ec or FCS? Well, first off, it's the lack of funds. There's not a national grant for FCS. I looked on governmentgrantswire.org, and there is not a grant anywhere on that specifically for family and consumer sciences. Not for teachers, not for students. There's plenty of private funding and grants from private sector, but nothing for the government, from the government. There's also a lack of teachers. Between 2003 and 2013, the number of qualified teachers in the nation dropped 28%. Again, lack of funding. And lastly, the lack of students. From 2002 to 2012, there was a drop of enrollment in family and consumer sciences by 38%. If more than half of the students are not confident, we need to demand that our school districts make family and consumer sciences a requirement, not an elective. There's a fundamental reason why home economics has been a part of the curriculum since the 1880s. With the increase of STEM and core and standardized testing, students don't want to take a class that they're not going to be tested on. So, We need to teach our children that life skills about safety, nutrition, relationships, and parenting, they're important to their future. They're important that they become well-adjusted, competent adults living in the real world. So can we please, as parents, just really sit back and let our students test away their future? Let's make home ec a priority. Thank you.